What's up? Welcome back to the shop.
Howdy. How's your father and them?
My father and them? They're doing just fine.
Good.
Thanks for always asking.
Yeah,
I know you've never met my father one of these days.
Or your mother.
Yeah, or my mom, but it'll be cool when you meet them. They're great people. They know who you are.
Yeah. Well, because YouTube.
Well, you're famous.
Yeah.
Today, we are starting on a ridiculously cool project.
This here is the Beast, which is a 91 GMC Jimmy four-wheel drive. That's my father-in-law's. It's getting the full meal deal of goodies. Couple more ums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could give me another or two.
Yum and gum.
Yeah, dumb.
So we're taking out the, well, this thing.
Say one more time. That we like the uhs. Don't worry, I've got plenty of uhs coming, so y'all just hang in.
We're doing a full, I guess, rebuild on this, if you want to call it that. Pulling out the factory 350 700 R4, and we're putting in a 450 horse 6.2 LS 6L80E MP205 drivetrain. Swapping out the rear axle from what is it, 10 bolt?
Yeah, it's like a 10 or a 12 bolt.
To a Ford 9-inch.
Disc brakes.
Yep.
Posi.
Full
kit.
Chrome axles, the whole deal.
The stock motor in this thing makes maybe 135, 150 horse at the tire.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put a motor in that should probably make high threes to the tire.
Yeah.
Maybe around 400. So between that and a 6-speed transmission, that's a lot more power than what this thing was ever designed to handle. It's got a C-clip axle that's in it now, and well, I know that it will not live. So it's got a 10 bolt in the back of it. We're putting a 9-inch in it because we're gonna have considerably more power. It's got chrome axle shafts, it's got disc brakes. It bolts in under the back end of this thing, and you know that it's gonna be solid. Leaving the front axle alone for now because, well, the guy who owns it, Gary, he takes care of his stuff. If you can't tell, he bought this truck brand spanking new.
Yeah, this is a one owner.
It is a one owner truck, and all of the everythings in this thing are there and functional and in great condition. That is the factory interior that the truck came with. So for a square body Chevy, they don't get much more solid. There is no cancer on this truck that we have found at all. So needless to say, takes care of his stuff. He's not out wheel hopping this thing in the parking lot, drinking too many beers, doing donuts and JCPenney's.
Yeah.
This is a truck that's gonna get took care of, put in the new barn that he's building specifically for this nice rig.
Yep.
And so he enlisted Steven and I to do this, well, because, I mean, let's face it.
We're family.
I was gonna say we're pretty cool, but that it probably helps.
Family helps.
It probably helps that it's Steven's father-in-law. But he's helped us with engineering here. He's helping with the engineering at my place for my house, which is basically in a river bottom. So I've got a lot of engineering to do.
Yeah.
And he's just all around a really cool dude that has given us enough room to come up with a really cool idea to build what we would do if we had this truck. And I really
it's like
wish
the ultimate K5 kind of.
I wish that we had this truck.
We're really gonna wish that we had it when we're done, because not only is it getting 6.2, 6L80, the whole goodies, it's getting vintage air, complete rewire, and a full paint job.
Yeah.
And then he mentioned stereo and jams, which, I mean,
Gotta have them jams.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 218s, a really cool rig. This is kind of an all-around deal. You can put the kids in it, which he probably...
He won't. They have 10 children and they've all moved on, so he's fixing to
So
rip
yeah,
around solo.
rear seat delete.
Yeah,
Probably gonna set up some time-lapse business, play some of that music y'all love over the top of it.
that's right.
Steven might twerk once or twice too, so it's gonna be...
I'll have to twerk for a while because time lapse is like 3 minutes of twerking for y'all to get like 2 seconds of,
Yeah.
you know, wop
So
wop.
if you see Steven twerking in there, no.
I earned it. Because, you know, it took me 10 minutes to get that clip.
So we are moving along pretty good. This is day 2, I believe. It might be day 3, but I'm pretty sure it's day 2.
Yeah.
Cab is off, obviously, and the fuel tank is out of the back. We've got the exhaust pulled off from the manifolds back, and now it is time to, well, I don't know what we're gonna do first, but I know that we got a couple things to do. I'm back on the gimbal, by the way, so y'all ready to do a little twist around? Here we go. Loop-de-loo. There we go. Okay. This has got to be fixed. And even though the repair that was done here before is extremely high quality repair, this looks like you did it.
That is my work. I tried to fix it for him about 6 months ago.
Okay.
I cleaned it really good, and it was a new welder that I had.
Oh my God! Did you really do that?
No, for the love of
dude, I was like,
Cynthia.
We're filming and this is going on YouTube.
No, but look how bad it is.
Right? Like, have you seen this, dude? This is not good.
This thing is cracking all the way across the top. It's cracked all the way to there.
Wow.
Then on the backside, if you look on the backside there, it's like spider webbing over.
Oh yeah.
And so all next to fuel lines. So you need.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, I was over here and I needed to be there.
Okay, welcome back.
Yep.
So when you weld your nuclear warhead.
Oh yeah. You don't want a nuclear warthog.
No, because you won't be right here anymore.
No.
You'll be protons and neutrons.
Yeah.
Throughout the universe.
Well, it's a good thing that we've got all the fuel stuff separated here over back here. This camera is completely off center. I point over here and the camera's over there. So let's see. Get this right. There we go. Now it's in the middle of the frame. Look, there's your face.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we're going to weld this piece up and we're going to pull the engine transfer case combo out.
Then we got some rivets here to cut out, a little bit of unbolting. This whole crossmember comes out, and then we have a
Didn't we get a fabricated crossmember that bolts in
from
this thing?
ORD, Off-Road Designs.
Yep.
They're like square body, four-wheel drive masters. They make an engine mount, and so once all this gets jerked out, then I'll get the mount over here, and we can kind of go over it.
Sweet. So, well, we're not far at all from seeing if the little 6.2 is going to sit in there. And
we got to get the 6.2 out of the pallet. It's got a car pan on it, and swap it to a Holly truck pan.
Yep.
Then we'll be able to motor trans, kind of set it in there, rock and roll.
Let's go.
The engine and transmission T-case all pulled out, and we're fixing to remove the factory motor mounts brackets here and here. Then we got to cut these rivets out, 1, 2, 3, 4, might be 5 or 6 of them. Remove the whole crossmember piece here, and we're going to replace it with ORD's engine crossmember for an LS that is totally tubular, dude.
it is time to swap the oil pan from the F-body style or car pan to the truck style. So we have our new pan from Holley sitting here. This is the original. And Steven's swapping over some of the components that are there to get it prepared to go on the block. In the meantime, the oil pickup tube is off, and part of the windage tray, or the windage tray that came on this motor, has been unbolted from the bottom end. It ties into the main caps and these threaded studs that are hanging off there. And there's instructions that come in this kit from Holley, and it tells you how much of the material that you're going to have to trim depending on what model you have. So I'm going to mark all this stuff based off of their directions, trim these pieces out of the pan, and then we'll deburr it and be ready to bolt that thing back up. In the meantime, Steven's got a, well, looks like you're about ready, dude, honestly.
Yeah.
I got my Wiley X Sabres on. I'm telling you, these things are freaking legit. There's 3 different lenses, clear, amber, and dark. If you don't have a pair of these, you need to go check them out. I'm just telling everybody how much I love the, oh my God.
You have protection?
Dude, no, these things are legit.
Yeah, you do every day.
Like, all the time. Go check them out, wileyx.com. Also, if you use Holden 10, you get 10% off. So, go get you a pair. They're awesome. Okay, now, back to the Benaho hat.
Welcome back. So we have our frame covered in 2 coats of Pour 15. Front axle we pulled out, cleaned up, looking good there. Frame solid, came out really good. The rear axle and rear leaf springs we didn't do because it has a 2-inch lift block right there. We're gonna put, it needs spring eye bushings and it has a 2-inch lift block. And so that's enough reasoning to replace that spring with a 2-inch lift spring, get new spring eye bushings with the new spring, get rid of the block. And this old 10 bolt here, 373 with the posi, come on. It's getting replaced with a 9-inch with disc brake that bolts right into this thing. Posi, 373 gear. It'll handle the 450 horse a little better than that old 10 bolt. So what we're fixing to do is roll the chassis back and grab the forklift, pick our motor and trans and T-case up, which all fits together nicely. 205, 6L80E, 6.2, come on. And then once we set the motor down in there, ARP bolts, Schoenfield headers, made in USA. We'll get all that mocked up and then roll it back underneath here, set the body back down and see how it looks and how it fits.
Okay, so motor trans, T-case, all that stuff went in, got mocked up. Everything fits and clears. So we've got all the glass popped out of this thing, and it's time to load it up on the trailer without crashing. Headed to paint. We made it out here to Brutal Off-Road without a hitch. And as soon as we roll up, we're looking at this Buick GS Stage 1. This thing is ridiculous.
We're swapping one.
We need to take that back. Super sick. And the other thing that we're looking at while we were here is my first gen dually, which has been getting worked on over here in the paint shop. And this thing is looking killer. Dudes have been working their butt off to get every little detail of this truck perfect. It's just gonna be absolutely awesome. I bought another donor bed. This was the inside of the bed on the bed that I had, and this has like a big belly in it, and all the pleats are nasty and the fenders are beat up. And this was originally the bed that I was going to use, but I went and found another bed, cut the bed sides off of both. Those bed sides were perfect. This bed floor was perfect. And we're gonna combine the two of them together so that I have one really nice bed. All the interior stuff I'm gonna get started on once the truck is done and paint. So I brought James a little bit of cash so he can keep going on that thing. And we're here to drop off K5 so that he can get started. Same dude's doing the paint job on Steven's father-in-law's Blazer. All right, got it unloaded. Oh yeah, we're gonna take the old junk bed with us. Still gotta load that up and then we'll split. Drop the K5 off. We're gonna load what's left of my first gen bed. The junk one up. We're gonna get up out of here.
Yeah, this is basically the part one of the overhaul on the Beast. And so we'll say a couple more times and then
It's actually going to be pretty beastly whenever it gets done. 450 horse, 6.2, 6L80, NP205, brand new paint job, 9-inch, ball.
AC.
Y'all stay tuned. We'll see you next time. Later.